everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lana. I'm so happy to have everyone back. Today I wanted to do like a little bit of a fun video where I talk about some of my opinions and just thoughts as a 24-year-old girl, just a young girl. You know how they say, oh, I'm just a teenager, you know. I definitely feel my age, and you know, just I feel the change is happening as well, like as I transition over to my mid-20s, which is insane. But it's definitely, I'm sure, like a different feeling from how like past generations have felt, like, you know, changing and developing into like a different age group, because I just feel like the world is so different now, like for people in our 20s and even 30s and 40s, just because of how everything has changed and just evolved in the world, and just in everything, in every way, in like financial and the technological side of things, just the advancements. So I think we're living in a really like pivotal moment where just we have to like adapt, and it's like it's kind of tough out here, not gonna lie. So yeah, I definitely do have my challenges and just my concerns. So some of these opinions may be a little bit like unpopular, maybe a little bit controversial. I try to not to offend anyone, because I'm coming from a good place, and just how I just view things, and like how, you know, it's just like we can have our opinions, and I hope that you can share yours down below as well in the comments. I would love to hear, especially from someone in my age group. So yeah, and this is fake, by the way. Like, we're bougie on a budget. Like, we're bougie on a budget. This is like $5, but like it just made me feel good. It's like cute. I love the little diamonds on the side. Just had to give you a little close-up if anyone was curious. And I love this like emerald green color. It's like my favorite color. Like, if I had like an engagement ring, I would definitely like that more traditional silver, but like if I was going a little bit untraditional, like I think this would be my choice. But nonetheless, that is far away from my future. I don't think it's happening anytime soon. I mean, you know, we never know. But so that's actually a good transition into my first opinion and just thoughts I have, you know, like what is gonna be my future, like what, you know, and just like people my age, like especially, you know, I know there are a lot of people that are actually married and have kids, or even not married and have children. Like, it really just depends on a person's preference and just how life happens, you know. Dating is hard. Like, it's just, you know, like you would think like growing up like in this like generation, like I would feel used to it, and like it would just be like nothing of, like it would just be the ordinary thing. But you know, just seeing people, like I have cousins like from all age groups, and just even like, you know, grandparents and parents, like I just, you know, the way I see people, how they've met like in the past. And of course I do have, you know, like relatives my age as well, but I do also have a lot of older, you know, relatives who have met people like just like in a more like organic, natural way, like either through family or friends or just school, work, whatever. So kind of like navigating, like, you know, even like dating apps, which, listen, I downloaded one for a day and I was like, I can't do it. I just can't. And I know people say like, oh no, like, you know, just don't let it scare you. Don't let it like, you know, push you away. Like, you know, keep trying, keep swiping. But I'm just like, I can't do it. Like, if it's not for me, it's just not for me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna try to force it. There was like some weird conversations. I was like, I know you have to kind of, you know, kiss a few frogs before you find the one. But I don't know. Like, I go to social media for fun, for like Instagram or photos. Like, I'm not like, I don't want to meet anyone on these dating apps. I just don't. I am old school like that. I do have a little bit of like an old school mentality, like especially like growing up with people that, like, you know, like you kind of, as you grow up, kind of develop your thoughts like from what you see around you, you know. So it is a little bit hard for me to get into the dating apps, and I just like, ideally I would love to meet someone like on a more natural basis. But you know, if it happens another way, you know, I don't mind as well. It's just what I would prefer, you know, in my imaginary in my imagination. So yeah, it's like, you know, I feel I don't think it's as hard to find someone like for short term or like for fun. But like if you're looking for something like long term with someone that has like your shared values and morals, and just how you know, want to go about your life and your future, like it's really hard to find someone on the same page as you. And like I think, you know, for someone like me, you know, I would like to date a guy. You know, men and women, like we do like view the world like really differently, especially I feel like now, because you know, back in the day like it was a lot more traditional, but now men, like they do want like the 50-50, but they also don't want to commit as much. Like it's like, okay, I understand. I understand, but like I just cannot be in that type of situation. Like I want like a commitment, I do want some sort of a promise of a future, and you know, it's hard to get that out of some men. And yeah, so it's fun, but it's also stressful, because it's like, you know, like you can go like in I know there's like a lot of like dating, like networking, like little events and stuff, which I haven't tried because I'm also not like super social like that. I love going out just like casually, but like, you know, like I hear people like, oh, like we do those like speed datings, and like there's like little dating games and stuff. I'm like, oh, I don't think that's something I want. But it's like, you know, people are like, you know, if you want to meet the one, like you have to kind of go out of your comfort zone, which I definitely agree with. But you know, I also want to stay in my comfort zone a little bit, you know. But I think it just depends, like the type of circles you have in your life. Like I know a lot of people do it with friends and stuff, like they kind of go all out together and mingle. So yeah, it just really depends. It's just like, let me know like down below, like how's dating going, like truly, like are we like, you know, are we doing the dating apps, like how's that going? What's the best one out there? Like I've only tried one, so I couldn't even tell you. And it was like literally for an hour. I was like, I'm done, you know. So yeah, it's definitely tricky, and it does take like a learning curve, because it's like, what do I want? Like where is the best place to find these things I want in a person, you know, qualities and stuff. And also, you know, like the internet, like there's a lot of good and bad on there, and unfortunately there are a lot of like scammers and like just people like weird people. So yeah, you gotta be safe out there, especially when you do decide to go on dates and stuff. So yeah, I think that's like my biggest thing with dating apps, like just the uncertainties, and just who am I gonna meet on the other side, you know. So yeah, I think that's like my biggest thing with that. But definitely let me know like some good stories. I've heard a lot of good stories, like don't get me wrong, like, even like going to like marriages and like beyond, like it's beautiful stories I've heard. But I'm like, I'm gonna be that 1% that like gonna go on like some crazy date, and like just crazy things will happen to me. So yeah, that's just definitely a me thing. So yeah, let's move on to the next thing. I know I don't have nails on right now, but like press-on nails have like stepped up their game, and I am like such an advocate for press-on nails. Like I literally love them so much. Even before COVID, I know a lot of people got obsessed with them before, after COVID, but like, or like during, like I've like been like an advocate for press-on nails like since high school, and before, even before that. I just love them. I love the convenience. I love how you can just change them out whenever you want to. There's so many designs, especially now. I know back in the day like when it was still like a newer thing, it was hard to find like really good quality nails. But like, and I love even like the ones that you can get clear and then you can just do your own designs. I love that so much. Like I used to do that. I would like buy the clear ones and color them and like put like little, I would buy little nail stickers. Like I love that process. Now not so much because I'm like lazy, you know. I feel like the older I get, like I'm kind of lazy. Like girl, like like get it together. But I will show you like 2 kiss nails that I just have on hand right now. I love kiss nails. I've been a shopper of kiss nails for a long time, whether through their website, through Target, through Ulta, through Walgreens, through Walmart, like literally everywhere. I buy kiss nails everywhere I go. This is such a beautiful set. It's definitely more summery vibes, but honestly, I'm honestly like wear it whenever you want to, regardless of the season. Whether it be nails, perfume, outfits, you know, obviously if it's so cold, like I'm not gonna go out in a summer dress, but you know, you get what I mean, you know. So yeah, this is such a beautiful nail set, and I also love how you can get different shapes and different nail size, nail lengths. This is long. I love long nails. Do I like know how to like work with them? You know, not always, but I do love them. And since we are in Halloween season, I do have this set from like a few years back. I love their Halloween nails, and I think they're glow in the dark, which is also a plus. They're just gorgeous. I love them. They might have them out this season as well. The only thing I don't get is they never have the style names. But yeah, these are also long. I just love them so much. I like this chrome color. Gorge. I love them. Kiss, I'm your #1 customer. I would love some maybe a little freebie, maybe. I love them so much. So like I love a good dupe. Speaking of just press on nails, like I love a good dupe. Honestly, I do feel like in a way press on nails is like a little bit of a dupe for like going out and getting your nails done. And I know like we love to like pamper ourselves once in a while, but it has become such a expensive little hobby, and like little pampering session. Like it has become really quite expensive. Like I used to be able to get like $25 sets, and like good like you know, like long nails and designs a little bit. And of course I'm not complaining. I understand everything is so expensive, so ridiculously expensive, which is another barrier to people in our 20s. Like we can have nice things because everything is so expensive, and like these entry-level jobs are like not hitting the way that they should be, with how the world is expensive. So yeah, I feel like this is such a good dupe. Like you can just switch them out whenever you want to. If you want a short nail, get a short nail. If you want long, do your thing. The designs are just beautiful. You can also get like more. I know I showed you kind of a little bit on the crazier side, but like you can get like just like a nude, French nails, ombre French, a little bit of sparkle if you want. You can never go wrong with Kiss, and I know there's a lot of like new companies as well that are out there, and I know you can get even from like Marshalls and TJ Maxx. They also have just a lot of beauty selections for us bougie on a budget. I do like love TJ Maxx's like like all of those, you know, the ones that, you know, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods. I know some people have Ross. I don't have Ross around me. I do love like their beauty section and like their like purses, like their handbag section. I do love their like home decor as well. But like I just never find myself actually buying anything like from like maybe like a candle, but like I feel like they're more like visually aesthetic than like me actually like buying them. I do prefer like, you know, something more like actual like furniture like type of store, like maybe like IKEA, Macy's, like even Macy's. Like I still love Macy's. I've been buying like for Macy's since I was like such a kid. Like I love their selection. Like you can find anything at Macy's, honestly. Shout out to Macy's as well. So yeah, I just, you know, I love anything where like they have good sales and like they're reliable. So yeah, I think that's definitely like a big hack for us in our 20s. Like we just gotta save what we can. So yeah, I definitely do applaud the stores that do try to help us out some ways. You know, I know they gotta make their money as well. So yeah. You know who was like a low key a scam? Like Uber Eats and like just Instacart, like like all these like, you know, services that help us not have to leave our house and get things delivered. Like Instacart, I love Instacart because like listen, like why do I need a Costco membership? like like for what reason? Like if I had a Costco membership, I would go maybe like once or twice a year. Like, and I just don't feel like it's justifiable to be like paying a membership every year, you know? So I do love it for that type of store, but like it's like so expensive. Like, oh my gosh, like after the fees, like you could be getting like a decent deal, but then like after the fees, like you're paying more than like, and like they also up the prices like from like the actual store prices. So like they're like low key a scam, but like, you know, once in a while if I want something from Costco, like I know they have like big like things like big packages, so it's like, you know, like something like granola bars or like I don't know what else. Like fruits they have like in a big packaging. Like if you want some sort of sodas and stuff, different beverages. I love their frozen food selection as well. So yeah, I definitely do love Costco, but like I'm not gonna spend like a membership. So I do love Instacart for that, but I don't like the fees. I don't like the extra fees. Like I will gladly tip the driver. Like I have no problem with that. Like they're doing such a, you know, hard work. But those extra fees like really get me going crazy. The same thing with Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub. Like once in a while, like I just like it's very rare. Like I really don't like the only good time like they give like good like coupons is for like the first time. Like I literally like, use like my family members stuff. Like I like, oh yeah, just try it one time. Let's try it one time, because like the first time like customer like they get like $25 off, $30 off. So I've literally used it like maybe like once or twice, but like they're just so expensive for like and like an everyday customer. So yeah, I mean I know they're convenient for like, you know, people that like can't really go out that much or just different like health reasons maybe, or you know, if you're ordering for your colleagues, you know, like the offices and stuff and like healthcare places. Like I know a lot of people do that. So they're like they are convenient and like I really do appreciate them, but I mean the service fees are quite expensive nonetheless. But you know, shout out to all those stores. I do appreciate them when I, you know, when I need them. So yeah, next up, I like miss like the old school like TV shows and just movies. I just feel like I haven't watched a TV show that like has hit like in so long. Like I don't know if it's like my attention span. Like listen, I never had like a good attention span for like movies especially, or like, well, I guess a movie I could watch. No, a movie I could watch. I'm like a TV show. Like that's why I do really appreciate like finding a good show that has come out like a few years back where all the seasons are out and like you just enjoy it like whenever you want to in your own convenience. But like I just haven't like come across a movie or a show that like today like that has like been like released in these current years that I've just like loved and just gone back to watch. Or I used to like rewatch shows. Like I don't know, I feel like we're not making good shows anymore. It's kind of sad because I do really appreciate entertainment. I know a lot of people, you know, hate how like you know, how glamorous and wonderful these celebrities and actors and singers and even now influencers live. But like we do like gotta give them praise where it's due, because you know I would go crazy if I would have like a good movie or show or like a good song I can go back to, or a good book. I would go crazy. Like I do really appreciate the entertainment. of just, you know, these performers give to us. Because like, listen, like when I'm sad, when I'm happy, like I always go back to a good song that will just put me in a good mood. The same thing with a show or a movie. So, you know, I do really appreciate them. Do they get paid too much? Yes. Does Hollywood have too much power? 100%. But, you know, there's a little bit of good in that. So, yeah. Like, I could never be an actress. Like, I will be laughing through all my lines. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just, like, one of those people. Like, I will laugh. Like, like right now. Singing, oh my god, I've always dreamt of being a singer, but unfortunately, I don't think it's in my cards. But I've always wanted to be a singer. Much more than an actress or anything. Like, singing has been my passion. I'm not good at it, but it's like my passion. Like, I sometimes just like write little like lyrics. I'm like, oh, that would be such a good song. I'm like, but who am I gonna release it to? Who's gonna listen? Like, who got the singing that you know, can do that for me? Anyways, nonetheless, so yeah, I always go back to like the old school shows because I'm like, nothing really hits. Damn. Like the last show like I really love that's like more, you know, came out like in more recent years is, well, I mean, obviously like something like Shameless. Like the last season was probably like maybe like 2018, 2019. Like I think that's like the last show I've like really loved that's been out in more recent years. I don't think I watched like Bridgerton, but I only like the first season. Like I didn't like the other seasons. Like no shade, no tea. I just did not. I really like the first season. What else? I don't think there's been anything. I know everyone's like obsessed with The Summer I Turned Pretty, but I didn't watch it. And maybe it's good, but like I do think it's a little messy though, from what I've heard. Which I do like a messy show. Don't get me wrong, but there's a time and a place for it when I'm really in the mood for that type of thing. But yeah, let me know if there's any good shows. Maybe I'm just not searching good enough. And I also like I miss like the long seasons, like when there was like 20, 25 episodes. Like I just miss like a good like running type of television show. I don't know, maybe I'm just old. Maybe I'm just older than I actually am, like maybe like mentally, you know. I don't know. Let's see, what else? I think plastic surgery has gone too far. Like too far. And I think even like for people in our generation, our age group, like there's so many people that like everyone's like, oh my gosh, she looks so much older than the actual age. I'm like, you know, maybe like I just feel like people are getting into plastic surgery younger and younger. Like it's just people are not allowing themselves to grow into their adulthood in a more natural way, because like you don't even get to experience your like full natural beauty, and so many people don't even need it. Like they fall into this pressure of like how they're supposed to look like and what's trendy now and all those things that we kind of lose the appreciation for like the natural beauty of a person. And I know, you know, people are like, oh, you know, you wear makeup, or like, you know, like stuff like that. Like people love to like bring up makeup and all that. I do think makeup in a way does, you know, we do, you know, seek makeup to kind of enhance our natural beauty. But at the end of the day, makeup is like we take it off, like, and there's only so much like catfish. Like, oh, you catfish with your makeup. Like, there's only so much catfishing you could do with your makeup. Like plastic surgery, you're going under the knife. Like you're paying people like so much money. Well, not just regular people, hopefully doctors, professional surgeons, to like, you know, enhance what you have and just, you know, change things for a certain aesthetic. And I know so many people that have gotten plastic surgery young that regret it so much, especially the way it has like in throughout the years like developed. Like so many things like shape shift, and you know, the first year you get it, it looks so perfect and it looks like, you know, perky and all that, but like down the line, like a lot of people do get either the plastic surgery like removed, or they have to like get it fixed, you know, because it doesn't look like it did once. So yeah, I think like the biggest thing I see like a lot of people regret is like their BBLs, because of just how it eventually does sit in not the most, you know, pleasing, aesthetically pleasing way, because it's like, you know, visually it's like, damn, like what have I done to my body? I think that's like the biggest thing I see people regret. I know a lot of people that regret like their nose jobs and stuff. I mean, some people, they do really truly love it and they're like, oh my god, like it's changed my confidence so much, like I just feel so much better. And of course, you know, I think the biggest thing why people do cosmetic surgeries is because of insecurities, or and it's usually from what people have said to them. It's because, you know, I don't think people wake up one day and just like hate everything about themselves, you know. Like I think it's years of like going through like, and sometimes it's like really like low, like low little like comments that like they kind of get under people's skin. Like I've had that too, like don't get me wrong, I've had people say things that have hurt me deeply, and I sometimes even think about it today, you know. I'm like, damn, like I like to this day I'm like, wow, like if it's stuck with me so long that like so like you understand like how deeply it must have hurt, that it's still with you, you know. So don't get me wrong, I will never shame anyone for getting anything done, because I know how words hurt, especially if it's from someone that you love or and care about. It's like, wow, like why would you make me feel like that? So I definitely understand that, but I just wish people would let themselves naturally develop into adults and see, you know, if you're like in your 30s and stuff, just like let yourself grow a little bit, you know. Like don't do all these treatments so early on. Like it just hurts. It hurts me to see, you know, because I know so many beautiful people that and I think everyone's beautiful. It's really, I think everyone's beautiful. Everyone has beauty in their own way. And we just kind of, we got to remind ourselves, you know. A person can tell you like a million times you're beautiful, but like until you feel it, it's just never, it's never gonna sit right with you because you don't feel it, you know. So yeah, I definitely do understand people's pain and pressure about that, but I just wish people would just give themselves a little bit more grace and just kind of grow into their own before they do seek out a plastic surgeon. Listen, some of these plastic surgeons, they make these videos. Like I have like people come in with a list of things like, I want this, I want that, I want that, I want that. And sometimes they even gotta calm down the people, like the clients. They're like, calm down, like we can't do this all at once. We gotta see what's, you know, what can actually be done, what shouldn't be done. Like, and I hope that there's more doctors like that than the ones that like encourage their clients to do all these things, because there's a lot of people that do encourage way too much plastic surgery, and those doctors are like, they're just you know, little cash grabs. Well, big cash grabs, but you know what I mean. Like they're just out here to get your money, and that's it. So yeah, I just wish people would kind of really think those decisions through a little bit. Let's see. Let me see, what else did I have? Was there anything else? Alright, so I'm gonna turn off the video and remember like 10 more things, opinions I've had. I think just in general, like we're in such a time in our life where we kind of have to decide what we want to do, and you know, I really encourage everyone to make a true like pros and cons list of what you want to do in this world, on what, you know, I'm talking career wise. Like what do you want to do? And whatever field you choose, make a pros and cons list. If you have to do a little researching, I encourage you to do research, because when you rush into something, and I know like we can never make, I know everyone's like pushed to go to college at 18. We can never make a true decision at 18 years old. What do I want to do when you've barely experienced any life outside of, you know, high school or, you know, K to 12. You know, I know a lot of people just have life experience are from really early age, and just, you know, other extracurricular activities that maybe a lot of people do, volunteering and all those things, which I think is really helpful as well, especially to kind of give you an idea of a certain career. But I do really encourage people to really think those ideas through, because I know we're just pushed into college, like pushed, go get your degree. You'll find out what you want later. But no, I do think that you should go in with a little bit of a plan. It'll just make things a little bit easier, and you won't feel as much pressure, you know. And even if that means taking a semester off, like a gap year, anything, like I honestly do think people should go work somewhere, like, you know, and of course it's gonna be a low paying job because you're straight out of high school, but I would prefer that than go into the wrong degree, because it's not good. It's not good for anyone. So yeah, guys, I think that was it. I mean, I don't think they're like super unpopular or anything. Like, I just kind of things I think about as a 24-year-old. Like, it's like, damn, like, what is my world, like, what is life gonna be like, truly? Everything is expensive, relationships are hard. We gotta balance like a million things at once, which I'm sure people have done that, you know, through many centuries and decades. But I do think that we are feeling a lot of pressure, especially now. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Definitely let me know some of your opinions and just thoughts navigating life right now. I would love to hear. If you like, definitely consider liking and subscribing. I would appreciate that so much. Bye.